You've been itching to buy a home lately and you're wondering if now is the right time to go ahead and do so. Hey everyone, my name is Randy Ahmad, and in this video I'm going to talk about the conditions that make sense to go out and buy a home in today's market. But I'm also going to cover why you should hold off and wait. So stay tuned. In my last video I talked about whether now was a good time to sell your home. Well, we're going to shift positions right now and talk about the reasons why I think folks might be better off, in my opinion, to wait and hold off before buying a home. Well, you might be thinking, well, are there any cases right now where it's okay to go out and buy a home? I mean, does it make sense to go out there and buy a home right now? And the answer is, of course. If the situation is right, there's always going to be a buyer out there finding a home and finding a home that's going to meet their needs. So what are the conditions that make it enticing? I think that's going to be one of the first things that we're going to have to talk about. That make it enticing to buy a home right now? Well, number one, we can't ignore the fact that interest rates are at an all-time low, historical lows. And you're talking about a 30-year fixed note that's hovering around 3% or so. And for a 15-year fixed, you're looking at 2.5%. So definitely something that's very motivating and something that we may not see for years to come. The second thing that makes it that may prove useful to go out right now and buy a home is look at your current situation. Are you in a position right now in need of a place to live in right now? Think about, are you renting, right? And is your lease term coming to an end and you just simply don't want to renew? You don't want the headache of dealing with neighbors who live above you or below you, for example. You just want that privacy. You want to be able to capitalize on appreciation. You want to be able to take advantage of the tax benefits that are available to homeowners, right? So whatever the reason may be, you're set on wanting to buy a home. The third reason could be that you're in a situation where, hey, you sold your home and you just need another place to live. I mean, that could be it. So either of those reasons, right? Whether it's whether you're looking for a place, whether you're renting or you sold your home, you're just looking for a place right now. I do caution though that if you go out and buy a home, there are several things that you need to be aware of. Number one, make sure that you have solid credit. Make sure that you have enough money for a down payment. Try to avoid PMI. So that means you're gonna have to put 20% down of the purchase price. Or you're gonna be hit with private mortgage insurance, which could range anywhere from 0.5% to 1% of the purchase price. It fluctuates. If you're feeling good about your job, you have stable income, you have good income coming in, and you don't see anything happening, definitely it's worth looking at buying a home. Want to make sure that you don't overextend yourself in making your payments. You want to live comfortably, right? And have in the back of your mind that you're going to live there, you're going to live in your new home anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Anything shorter than that, I say hold. And then finally, make sure that you have a great realtor by your side who can help negotiate like crazy on your behalf. You want to make sure that you're not overpaying for deals. You want to make sure that you're not overpaying on these homes, and you're making sure that you get the best deal possible. Now, we talked about the reasons why it's okay to go out and buy a home in today's market. Now, what are the reasons to hold off in buying your new home? Well, here's why I believe it's best to wait before buying a home. Well, let's take a look at the current situation that we're in right now. Let's look at mortgage borrowers right now. You've got 4.2 million borrowers right now who are in forbearance. That's roughly 8% of mortgage loans right now. Now, what does forbearance mean? Forbearance is simply when mortgage lenders allow the borrower to defer payments, not to make payments or reduce their payments for a certain period of time. Right now, we're seeing a lot of lenders allowing home mortgage borrowers, homeowners, to defer their payments for a period of 6 months initially. That started in April, right? Right now, we're at the end of July, going into August. So we're literally more than halfway through, okay? So the bill is gonna come due. So what's going to happen at the end of the 6 months? Chances are, a couple of scenarios. Number one, homeowners are just going to not be able to make the payments, and they're going to be just going to have to put their homes on the market, unfortunately. The second scenario could be that that the lenders allow homeowners to extend the forbearance for another 6 months, giving them 12 full months in total. But the system is the same. At the end of that period, if they're not able to continue making their mortgage payments, they're going to have to put their homes on the market. So that's going to create two waves of homes going on the market. The first 6 months, when that comes due, that's going to be the first wave. So we're looking at October, November time period. And then following that, the second wave is going to follow 6 or 7 months after. Now, what happens when you have supply increasing and demand decreasing? Supply, we understand, is going to increase because homeowners are going to go into the market, as we mentioned, right? For wave 1, wave 2. Buyers, on the other hand, why are not buyers increasing? Well, let's analyze the situation that we're in right now. You've got high unemployment. There's no end in sight as to what's going to happen with the market. There's so much uncertainty right now. You've got people being unemployed. You've got people who've been laid off. Those who've been laid off may not be able to find a new job. Companies are probably taking a hold approach as well in terms of rehiring. Maybe this whole situation that we're in right now is making them rethink about the position that they filled. Hey, maybe we're able to continue working at minimum capacity and still get the job done. So a lot of uncertainty right now. At any rate, supply increases, demand decreases. What's going to happen ultimately? Law of supply and demand, prices of homes are going to drop. And that's why I say if you're able to hold and you're in a position to wait, then it's going to prove advantageous for you to just hold and see what happens in the next 6 to 12 months. So currently, right now, there's a shortage of inventory. So that's why we're still in a seller's market. We've probably peaked, maybe we've passed the point of the peak right now and probably just a small dip, but nevertheless, we're still sitting at 2 months worth of supply, which is very low, right? But come November, things might change. So you have other factors that could play in your favor if you're willing to wait. You've got the presidential election coming up. Could go either way, right? Democrats, Republicans, nobody knows. We still have the government stimulus package. So there's a double whammy of uncertainty in our current market. So on top of everything that's turbulent, add more uncertainty on top of that. Now, I certainly hope that this video proves useful to you in helping you decide whether now is the best time to buy a home. Just remember, look at your circumstances. Take some of the recommendations that were mentioned in this video and decide one way or the other if now is the time to buy or not. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to your comments and your questions, and look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, take care and stay safe. Be well.